And we're live for Tuesday. Today is the 24th. I know there's a lag, so we'll give it a few minutes for everyone to get in here. Let me post real quick inside the EPP Society group too. Hello, I'm live. If you are here, let me know in the comments. Say hello, let me know where you're joining us from. I'm live on my page here. What is it? Yeah. Here we go. Let me post that real quick. So you see there's a couple of you. So I'm streaming to both YouTube and Facebook. I sent out an email, was it Sunday evening? Trying to find out where you prefer to show up, and I got 50-50, so we're doing both. All right. And Julie's here from Louisiana, and as you can see the little red mark here, that means she is joining us from YouTube. So that's how I can tell where you all are joining me from. And we have Ruth from New Jersey also on YouTube. Oh, let's see who joins more today from YouTube or Facebook. It's a good fun experiment, right? So I'm trying to figure out if I should just stick to YouTube or Facebook, but right now YouTube's winning. If you are joining us from Facebook, let me know too, so we get a actually live stream poll here. Oh, hi Lori, miss you. I'll see you Thursday, right? I'll see you on Zoom on Thursday. Don't forget Zoom on Thursday. So if you're just joining us, like I said earlier, let me know where you're joining us from. And let's see, I think the post went up in the Facebook group. Yeah, it's there. Okay, hold on, let me click the link. Sometimes Facebook has a way of acting funny. People are saying they can't click on some buttons on my page, which is quite odd. And then if you are on Facebook then you can see me, then that's an issue. Oh, that is weird. I don't see myself on Facebook. Oh no, wait, hold on. Here we go. Oh, there I am. Okay. Phew. Okay. So I am on Facebook. There's a few other also that we have Sally from France. Hello. So I'm gonna show you guys so then you see that she's from Facebook. Oh, you forgot Lori? Yay! So I'm glad you got my reminder. Well, I'll be sending out an email reminder too. Hey, oh, Mara from Greece. Hello. How are you? Oh, what time is it in Greece right now? I'm super curious. Curious. So today is just very I guess informal live. I didn't get any questions where if people had any issues making their hexagon diamonds. So I think we still had a lot of new folks joining us in early January, so people are just starting to get their fabrics together, making their first or second hexagon diamond, and it's been so fun to see in the EPP Society group. And lots of beginners too, and they're doing great. And I love that those of you that are more experienced in EPP are so helpful too in helping out in the group, because I think as a beginner it might feel a little intimidating or overwhelming because there's all these choice of threads and needles and what fabric do I choose, and so it's always helpful that you guys are pitching in with your experience as well. I love it. Oh, hi Robin. Oh yeah, one more from Facebook here. Hello, Linda. Central Texas. Howdy back. And Robin's here. I said hello. So we have more on YouTube today than Facebook, which is fine. Oh, it's 10 p.m. in Greece. Wow. Well, thank you for joining us today. And if you guys have any questions about the hexagon diamond quilt-along at all, just put them in the comments and I can help you out now. Or if you're watching the replay, I'll get back to it, Just put hashtag replay so I know it's a comment from the replay, that you're watching the replay, so I don't miss it. Yeah, you can leave on either YouTube or Facebook. Yeah, you can leave comments on both ends. And here we have, we have Sally is a beginner using old duvet cover from your childhood that your mom gave you. Wow, 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 wow. Can't wait to see. Have you posted photos yet? I'm so curious. Can't wait to see. I love, vintage duvet covers. They're so pretty. Love it. Oh, I'm so glad you're repurposing it too. Exciting, exciting. And let's see, I'm gonna scroll, make sure I didn't miss. Oh, Deborah's here. Deborah, I'll see you Thursday, don't forget. And let's see, did I miss anyone? Oh, and Sally's from France. Wow, is it same time zone as Greece? Late evening, I'm guessing, kinda ish, maybe not, maybe earlier. I'm really bad with time zones, so those of you that got my little reminder email Sunday, I hope you like the little countdown timer. I found a free countdown timer on the web that you can insert into emails. I was like, oh my god, bingo, this is what we need. So then everyone doesn't have to like try to figure out what their time zone is. They can just see the countdown. Okay, she's gonna be live in X number of days and hours. It's just easier. Oh, it's 9 p.m. in France and then 10 p.m. in Greece. So we have a 1 hour time difference between the two European countries out there too. Awesome. And let's see. Okay, so Sally hasn't started on it yet, but we'll do on the... Oh, you haven't shared any photos yet. Okay, yeah, do share. Ooh, exciting. I can't wait to see. Oh, Janet's here. Hello, Janet. See you Thursday. And let's see, did I miss anything else? Okay, so if we were doing what we said like 2 diamonds a week, right? And we started like late November, early December, so that would make 8, 9, like 14, 12 to 14. But if you don't have that many hexagon diamonds yet, don't fret about it. You can always catch up, or maybe even make a smaller project. You don't have to make it a full-size quilt like the coloring page that's included in the hub for the Quilt-along. You can always make a little project too, so that's fine. And if you are just joining us for the first time and you have no clue what I'm talking about, if you want to join the free hexagon diamond Quilt-along, you can go to my website, and when you do, a little bloop pop-up will come up from the left saying, hey, do you want to join the hexagon diamond Quilt-along? And you can just click on it and sign up. And once you sign up, you'll get access to the Quilt-along hub on my website, and that's where we have the coloring pages, all the downloadable and printable hexagon templates, so you can play with them and decide if you want to go ahead and order pre-cut papers or not, or you can just print and cut on cardstock from home. Let's see. Oh, Sally just posted in the Facebook group. Awesome sauce. I'm gonna go check it out after the live. Oh, Janet's waiting on snow in Dallas. What is going on? This is just crazy weather. Yeah, we're supposed to get more rain later this week, going into early next week. So that'll be like the gazillionth rainstorm coming in. It's nutters. Nuts. But we need the rain, so I'm not gonna complain. And plus, I can just stay indoors and EPP. Okay, let's see. Anybody have any questions about the hexagon diamond Quilt-along? So if you do, while you think about it, and if you do, just pop it in the comments, and I'll come back to it. So a little update for you. The project yet to be named, dun dun dun. So what I'm actually doing, and you might have seen me post a question on my personal page and inside the EPP Society Facebook group, asking like what kind of features makes online shopping more enjoyable and fun, right? So a lot of feedback on how you would want fabric searches to be easy. So but for me, it's more going to be towards EPP templates and patterns, right? So, but lots of good feedback, and my friends that have shops too, it's giving them a lot of good feedback as well for what people are looking for, right? So what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to slowly migrate away from Etsy, and I'm building out my own Shopify store. And this is like the third or fourth time I've started, but I'm sticking with it this time. I'm gonna make it happen. I even bought a pretty theme and all, so we're gonna make it that has all the little bells and whistles that'll make it easier to search and find the product that you want, right? So I think it'll give me more control with sharing more pictures of each template or size, and making the listings more on point, and so that you can search and find what you're looking for. I'm hoping. I think it'll be easier. Yeah, because Etsy, it's kind of limiting with what you can put into each listing for an item, and I can't group or bundle anything together either. Whereas on my Shopify store, I'll be able to give you suggestions of what goes together, and it'll be easier just to kind of like, oh, I want this, click, 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 and then you don't have to like try to scroll through all those image listings on Etsy, because that gets kind of like boring, right? When you're just sitting there scrolling, like what goes with what, I don't know. So I'm excited for that, but it's yeah, it's a lot of work setting up the back end. Yeah. So if you're just like, let's say you're just starting out selling, yeah, then yeah, I would definitely jump in on Etsy first, because it's a good way to get your feet wet and kind of get into the whole groove of uploading new products and starting to sell, right? But Shopify is like a whole other beast, and I'm like surprised I'm not turning completely gray. So I'm gonna check back on your comments, see if I've missed anything. Oh, Catherine has a really good question. She asked how to choose a background color. So Catherine, if you got the coloring sheet, let me bring mine out here while we're talking. So this is mine. So it's good if you kind of have the general color of your hexagons. You don't have to color it exactly as it's laid out for you. Then you can kind of color the ones that you have in the general color of it, maybe even just the overall color of your hexagon diamond, right? And then I would start playing with just coloring in different background options in between your colors and see what you prefer. And then I mean, if you have the time, I would even make a test block to kind of see, okay, maybe I want light grays, right? Then I would make one little block and kind of put it in between my patterned or color blocks. I can't remember what fabric line you used. What fabric are you using, Catherine? And that way it's easier to determine your background color, definitely. If you show me, let me actually go look. Dun dun dun, since I have Facebook open, let's see. Let's take a quick peekaboo. I'm trying to remember which fabrics you had. Let's see. It's showing up. So weird. Oh, okay, Catherine, you're using scraps from past quilts. So Catherine's on Facebook and she's using scraps. Do they have lots of different colors, or is there one that pops out in particular? Or do you have a favorite color even? Let me know if there's a if you look at your scraps when you put them together, are they really lots of different colors? I know I tend to do a lot of my quilt projects, they tend to be in like the same color group, if that kind of makes sense. So if I'm doing a pink project, then I would have a lot of pink scraps, right? But if you do a lot of quilts in lots of different colorways and you're using all those scraps, then I think a neutral background color would be the best to make your blocks pop, because that's, you know, that would look really, really pretty. Oh, Julie, yes, that's a good idea. Catherine, if you go to the EPP Society and then just look for Julie's name, you can search for members in the group. Then you can see Julie's like awesome sauce host. Hold on. I think I could even, hold on. Let's see here. I think it'll help us all, because Julie did an amazing job just like laying it all out. It's absolutely bonkers. Let's see. Here we go. Let me share. I don't need that. See, this is Julie's post inside the EPP Society. She started with this and she's got even bigger one. Hold on. So she's got little bits from her fabrics that's gonna go inside the inside hexagons in the center. And then we have the sample here. And we can blow that up. Yes. So yeah, definitely try it. But if you have a lot of colors in your hexagon diamonds that are gonna be the star of your quilt, then I would go with the neutral background. Like I'm doing low volume scrappy for my backgrounds, and then all the other colored hexagon diamonds, they're in the rainbow, different scrappy rainbow colors. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mara, you know my pain, right? It looks easy from the front end, but it's all that back end stuff that you kind of gotta finagle and figure out. And it's a different on Shopify versus Etsy. It's just very different on the back end. So it's just learning how to click around and getting familiarized with it. So I think the more I use it, the faster I'll get. But it's the initial setup and then migrating all my products over. So I thought I was gonna move over 100 some products, right? But then I thought, no, that's just not nuts, and it's just gonna delay me even more. So I'm gonna do, in little chunks, so that way we can all kind of get to grow up and get to know my Shopify store better together. And let's see. Yes, Mara, doesn't look awesome? I love what Julie did here. Yeah, and she has more posts inside the group too, really inspirational. Love it. And I have a question for you guys too, since you're here. Since we're doing the next official Quilt-along is coming up, my question is, for those of you that are here, plus I'll send an email out to you. What is your preference on digital templates versus physical papers? If you could just let me know. If you do digital, put number 1 in the comments if that's your preference, where you can actually download and print and cut the templates yourself, and put a number 2 if you prefer paper templates that are pre-cut. So just kind of trying to weigh on what the preference is so far. It always fluctuates a little bit, so if you guys wouldn't mind sharing with me, that would be really helpful as well. So number 1 for digital, and put a number 2 for paper templates. So Sally prefers printable, digital. Melissa's digital. Julie's digital. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. Let's see. La 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 la, what the vote is. And for those of you that put number 1, do you print and cut by hand, or what's your usual thing to do? Oh, we got a whole bunch of 2s. Catherine's number 2. Mara says prefer 2, but shipping costs can be prohibitive. Yeah, that's the only tricky thing, right? And shipping is something that's hard to control too. And Robin prefers 2, and Lori prefers 2. And Laura says 2 only because it takes me so freaking long to get my act together to stitch. It is a nicer, faster way just to jump in, right? If you have the pre-cut papers. I agree. So I think we're kind of split in middle. Thanks. So now you see the dilemma I have to sit with every day too, right? And Julie likes to print and cut by hand. Yeah, it has its perks because it's so meditative, right? You just print and then you cut as you go. It's like you do a rotation of tasks so you don't get bored doing one thing. But pre-cuts are nice too because you don't have to worry about, printing and cutting. Hello, Linda. Says it's cheaper to cut your own with Cricut or the AccuQuilt, but I bought templates too and they are faster. Yeah, so there's pros and cons to both, right? Oh no. And Sally says, oh, Deborah likes two, so pre-cut. And Sally says she cuts by hand and no one can find my house because it's in the rural France. It is tricky with European addresses, yes. But it must be nice and beautiful where you are, Sally, so I'm a little bit jealous. And Deborah likes papers. Okay, so I think it's kind of an even splitish. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, so that's another thing. Getting all the, for a new Quilt-along, you have to get all the acrylic templates, designs, prototype, make sure they're all good, and even the paper templates, make test cuts and make sure they're all good, and then calculate kits and putting those together. So I'm trying to do multiple things at once so we can get started soon. But I'm really excited for the next one. Oh, okay. Yeah, and Julie says, I like having the very different sizes too when you get the digital PDF. Yeah, that's definitely a perk. Yay, I agree. And I would also love to know, do we all know which one I'm talking about? That's the next Quilt-along or sew-along. What do you prefer, Quilt-along or sew-along? Does it make a difference or is it the same thing? I'm gonna make sure I'm not missing. If you're new to the Hexagon Diamond Quilt-along, if you have any questions, I'm here. You're free to ask anything, and there are no silly questions, so don't hold back. And let's see. Oh, and I gotta show you this new feature that I installed on my website. And I've been chatting with some of you that have come to visit and on my website and asking me questions. Let's see. Let me just share this real quick since we're here. So if you're ever on my website and you're like, dang it, I don't know what's what and I have questions. See the little message me here in the lower right corner? If you click on that, and you can just send me a message. This is me testing myself. Good morning. Hello. Testing. That it's working. But basically, you can send me a message and it'll send me an email and a text message that you've left a question. So that way I can help you out faster too. But if it's Etsy specific, it's easier if you just message me on Etsy because then I can get right back to you over there too. Let's see. Oh, Mara says sew-along over Quilt-along. Okay. And Laura says doesn't make a difference. It's just fun-along. I think we should just call it a fun-along, right? Yes, Julie, the unnamed project. Dun dun dun. But yeah, I'm working on it. Working. Let's see. Make sure I don't miss any questions. So Mara, are you doing the Hexagon Diamond Quilt-along, and are you gonna join us for the unnamed one next? That's coming up next. Let's see. Right? Might as well call it a fun-along. Let's stand out from the crowd, right? Everyone's doing sew-alongs and quilt-alongs. We're doing a fun-along. Oh my gosh, makes me think of funnel cake. I haven't had a funnel cake in years. Yum 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 yum. Okay. Let's see if someone messaged me here on Facebook. Cause after the live's over, I jump into Facebook. I always get someone asking me like, "Hello, couldn't find the live." It's like, oh no. Let me check so I don't miss any questions in there too. Oh, I just saw a red white version, so pretty. Oh, that's Sally's. Oh my god, that is so pretty. I love it. And let me see. So, yeah, no questions. Okay, awesome. And okay, so Mara said, I'm doing the hexagon, but I'm very slow. I have some of them pasted the colors, but not the background. Oh yeah, take your time. It's a one of those in between. I think the hexagon diamonds is a one of those good in between projects that you do in between other projects. In between projects. It's just self-explanatory, right? But meaning that basting hexagons, you don't have to think too much, because there's no really wrong way to baste the hexagon, right? Or sewing them together, unless you sew one backwards, like so many of us do when we're like watching a movie or TV show and not paying attention. But that's totally okay, because it's easy to use the seam ripper and get it undone and fixed. But I think it's a nice, hexagons are so relaxing because you don't have to think too hard. Oh, Janet said hexalong. I love that. Oh, Nancy's here. Hello. Yes, it's a wonderful day. Super, super cold, but it's nice. We have still some sunshine, but the wind's icy cold, but probably not as cold as in New York. And it's good to see you on here, Nancy. It's been a while. Missed you. And I don't see any questions in the Facebook group either. Yeah, so I just wanted to hop on, make sure I'm getting to answer any questions for the hexagon diamond quilt along, and just give you guys an update that I'm working on setting up the back end of the shop of my new Shopify store that's coming. And then even if I just get two products listed, I'm just gonna open it, and the first one will be the unnamed project. So I'll be making sure to put that into Shopify so I can start migrating everything over from my Etsy shop over there. But I'll still probably keep the Etsy shop open too, because for those that prefer Etsy, I mean, everyone has their own preference, but hopefully my Shopify store will look pretty by the time you guys get to see it. All right. Oh, so Marcia, I like basting, so relaxing. It's like it is getting them sewed together. That takes longer. Oh yeah. Basting is like autopilot, right? Hexalong does have a good ring to it. It's so true. Very true. See? Laura says, hey Mar, don't sweat being slower. I've yet to complete one of the projects from this group. Plus there's no pressure on it, thankfully. No. As long as you're having fun with these fun-alongs, we're happy, okay? Oh no, Nancy, you're suffering with the flu this week. Ew. Hope you feel better soon. Yeah, it's no fun being sick. Yuck. So over it too. I was sick over Christmas and New Year's and well into January. I'm done. No more sick here, okay? And I hope you feel much better soon too, Nancy. Hope you get lots of rest and drink lots of fluids, lots of water. Warm water, lukewarm water, not cold water. Makes a huge difference, I hear. And let's see, I think I'm all caught up. I'm just making one final check inside the group. Let's make sure no one left me questions on my posts. Nope, I don't see anything. So you guys, if you're not in the EPP Society yet, make sure to join us inside the Facebook group. And if you have any questions, leave them in the group too. And inside the Facebook group, if you could put the word question in capital letters first, then it's easier for me to search inside the group too. And then you can tag me. Some tags I don't get. I don't know what the deal is, but if you have the first word as question, then I can at least do a search so we can try to minimize me missing posts. Plus, but then there's all these other awesome EPPers that are going to be super helpful too, which really helps. Catherine says this is my first ever EPP project, so I'm just having fun with it. Yes, keyword is fun. I don't want you to be stressing like, oh my god, I need to make 2 blocks a week or I'm behind. No, Bink. There is no behind. This is just a fun in-between project, just to see where we can get with this. And if you made a lot, awesome sauce. And then if you're just starting, that's fine too. So maybe, I don't know, let me know in the comments, and let me know inside the group too if you want me to start covering how to start sewing the diamonds together, for those of you that have a stack ready to go already. Let's see. Hi Suzanne. No, we haven't started the new Quilt-along yet. This is just a little live just to get caught up on the HEXAGON Diamond, because we had a lot of new EPPers and lots of new folks joining the Quilt-along in January. So I just want to make sure everyone's up to speed and no one feels behind, because there's no behind. And if you have any questions about logging in to download the coloring page and the PDF templates so that you can print and cut from home, let me know as well. Like I showed earlier, jump to my website and then click on help me or chat with me, talk to me in the bottom right corner, and then I can help you resend your password if you're having trouble logging in, or just getting you into the Quilt-along hub on my website. Okay, maybe I should just call it a club. Hub sounds weird. All these words, you know. Ooh, Charlotte got her backing fabric today. Oh my god, what did you get? Did you share? I didn't see your new post from you inside the group. Please do share. Can't wait to see. How exciting. Let's see. Oh, Suzanne, it's okay. You can catch the replay. Will be up right away in inside Facebook, since that's where you are anyway. After the live ends, you can just catch up there. And on YouTube, it takes about, I don't know how long they take to process now, but in general, it takes about 24 hours for them to process the live and for it to be available. Oh no, the live I think is post faster. It's just seeing the live chat. It'll take a while. And let's see, Melissa has a few diamonds done. How to connect them would be nice. Okay, so then that's what we can do next week. Make sure you bring your diamonds with you. We can sew them together and I can start connecting, because I think I have enough yes, I have enough background and colored blocks so we can start sewing them together. Exciting. I may end up doing a table runner instead of a quilt. My god, I've been sewing a lot, trying to work on the unnamed project as much as possible so I can have the step-by-step ready for you. Yes, Charlotte, please post share a picture of your background fabric in the group after. Yay, can't wait to see. So next week we're going to meet same time, Tuesdays at noon Pacific Standard Time. Suzanne, are you on my email list? I sent out an email Sunday and it had the timer so that you could see where when I would go live. Yes, we'll make sure to have tips for newbies. Absolutely. I mean, if you just even have like 2 or 3 blocks, then that's fine too, and you can start putting those to well, you don't have to put them together because I'll show you, and then you can kind of play around. If you have your overall layout in mind and you know where they're gonna go already, then you can start sewing them together as well. Oh, Mara, post the pictures inside the Facebook group. It's the English Paper Piecing Society. Let me put that real quick here. I can put that link. Good. I wonder, since I'm on both, how it'll show up. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Etsy.com. It's facebook.com/groups/English Paper Piecing Society. No, it's English Paper Piecing. Doi. Let's see. Let's see. Can someone click on the link and make sure it goes to the EPP Society group? Because they won't let me click on it. Let me see. I think I typed it okay. Groups English Paper Piecing. Yes, I can spell. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Mara, please do join us in the Facebook group. Let me make sure I don't have a request from you already. If I do, I'll let you in pronto. Oh yeah, I have over 40 people asking to get into the group, so I'll go through those after the live. And then Mara, if you just request an invite to get invited into the Facebook group, I'll just let you in. And let's see. Let's see. Oh, Charlotte said it works. Nancy said it works. Sally said it works. And Mara said it works. Yay! And Robin said it works. Woohoo! It's a good tech day today. Love it. Okay, so I will see you next Tuesday, and we'll start sewing our. Just when I'm looking above, and I'm looking on the calendar on the wall across from me. So next Tuesday is the it's the last day of January. It's the 31st. Oh my god. So I'll see you on the 31st at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, same time as today, and we'll start sewing our hexagon diamond blocks together, and hopefully crossing my fingers, I'll be able to show you even a little preview of the new shop. Woohoo! And if you have any questions, please do join us inside the EPP Society Facebook group, and the link is in the chat, and you can come in there, ask questions, share your photos, and check out everyone else's hexagon diamond blocks and their progress, which is really fun. And I will see you next Tuesday. And did I miss anything? Let me scroll the comments. Oh, Nancy says thank you for making the templates. Oh, you're so super duper welcome. And Susan Parker said, and I will send reminders. Yes, Suzanne, you are on my email list too, right? It's easier for me to send emails and make sure everyone get the reminders. I noticed the Facebook group is it has its good days and it has its bad days where it decides to show my posts. Because I'll share with you guys from my back end. I can see how many people inside the group Facebook decided to share the post with. I don't understand their logic, but sometimes for our group, which is close to 14,000 people, they only show it to like 800 people. So I'm like, so what about the rest of the people? I don't know how their logic works, but such is life on Facebook. But via email, at least you'll know you get my email from me. And you can also sign up for my email list, so you get the updates just by going to my website, and you see my website here, and you'll see a little pop-up asking, hey, do you want to sign up for the newsletter? And then you can just sign up. And Kathy, sorry I missed you. Let's see. Yes, come and check out the Facebook group, see how everyone's coming along. And I will see you oh yes, I will, Suzanne. Yes, I will send the reminders. I thought you were volunteering to do it for me. No, but I will send the reminders, definitely. Okay, so everybody have a super duper nice week. Oh, I just saw one question. So Nancy asked, any hints for glue basting? I'm new to it. Yes, Nancy, I can show it real quick. Why not? So if you're absolutely new to English paper piecing, I'm gonna grab 2 hexagons. Let me do a little switch. Let's see. Okay. There we go. So I got 2 little hexagons here, and then I would need a little piece of fabric. Let me see if I can find a scrap piece. Okay. So for glue basting, what you want to look at for number 1 primarily, you can use either a glue pen like this. Sewline has a glue pen. Fonts and Porter has a glue pen. If you jump on Amazon, they have lots of other different kinds of glue pens. The primary thing you want to look for, if you're not using Sewline, or even Sue Daily has a glue pen that's by Sewline, I believe. Just make sure that it's washable glue. If it's permanent school glue sticks, no good. You don't want permanent glue as long as it's washable. Or you can even opt to use school glue sticks like Elmer's here, right? Is it in focus? Yeah, there we go. As long as it's washable, you're okay. You don't want permanent glue, okay? And then what you can do if you're finding that it's tricky, so if you fussy cut or not fussy cut, see how wrinkly my fabric is? So I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on the back just to kind of make it stay put. And you choose whether you want to do 1/4 inch seam allowance or 3/8 of a seam allowance. I'm just gonna eyeball about a quarter of an inch and just chop it up. Okay, like so. And then if you're using a glue pen, because it's the diameter is smaller, it might give you more precision. But I like to glue all the way out to my fabric. I'm putting extra. Don't put this much, okay? I just want to make sure it shows up on camera. And I like to glue all the way out to my fabric on both ends, but make sure that you keep this line clear from glue right on the edge. I'm gonna fill it in with my pen here. The part that gets tricky when you're sewing your pieces together is when you put glue towards the edge and it's holding the fabric too tight to the paper, which is what makes it hard to sew through when you're sewing your shapes together, right? So try to avoid getting glue on the edge. If you get a little bit, it's okay, right? We'll live and learn. And then we just fold it over. And see how, because I put glue all the way out to my fabric, it holds it down on the edges too. And I'll just switch to my glue stick, which is fine too. And I like to glue on the edge. See how mine's turned kind of pointed? They come flat when you first open them, but I don't glue edge down flat. I angle it a little bit so I get a little bit of glue on the edge here from the side. And again, avoid putting glue all the way to the edge, but if you get some under, it's okay. And then, oops, I want to go all the way out to my fabric again, all the way to the edge. And if you're not in the US and there's no Elmer's glue, just try to find school glue sticks that are washable, like so. Suzanne asks, why do people use different seam allowance? Well, I prefer 1/4 inch because there's not all that bulk behind, but other folks like 3/8 of an inch because there's more wiggle room. Let's say your shape moves a little bit. So I mean, it's just a preference. It's not like garment making where you need to have a set seam allowance. But, and then there you go. So super easy. So trick is to avoid getting glue all the way to the edge here. That's what you want to do. So you want to glue inside the edge. Let me put that up there. So I hope this makes sense. I hope this is helpful. And then don't put this much glue like I did. This is just to show you where to put the glue. You don't need to put this much at all. Just enough so that the fabric stays put to the paper. That's all you need. I hope this helps. See, yeah, Nancy prefers 3/8. I'm a 1/4 inch kind of gal. So it's just a matter of preference. There's no right or wrong seam allowance. And I think I got all the questions. Oh, and Linda said, Linda said, I have trouble getting the template out once it's sewn because of the glue. How do you get it out? Let's say I was overly excited and put too much glue on my templates as I was glue basting them. Yeah, you might end up, when you're trying to remove your papers, you might end up tearing the paper a little bit. And if it's so stuck that you can't lift it, then take a hot iron and just put it on top and kind of warm up your glue in the pieces, and that'll help make it easier to peel it off. But see how I put a lot of glue on these and they just come off, but they're still a little wet. The glue hasn't dried completely yet. And then if it's super tricky, I have another here. You can use those cuticle pushers, or I use my pick me up from Silhouette. Same concept as a cuticle pusher on the end. It's flat and then slightly angled. It's kind of hard to see, but it's easier to see there. Yeah. So then I got one dilly flower here. This one's been glued for like a couple of months now. And then I can just go in with my little tool here and just undo my shapes. But before you take your papers up, give your shapes a good press so you set the crease line, because you did all that hard work already basting, right? Give it a good press and then remove like so, and then press it again to press the seam allowance down so it lays flat. So it's just, yeah, purple thing works really good too, I hear, Nancy. I haven't tried it yet, but same concept. And then this one, if you just pull it out, it has two ends. It has a pointed end too, and then the flat end. I like the flat end because it doesn't, there's no risk of me poking through the fabric. And see how easy it comes out. And if you have long nails, you don't even need these. You can use your nails. But if you have nail polish on, I wouldn't do it. It'll scratch your nail polish probably. And then we just pop it out. So it's when you first start glue basting and you're a little too heavy on the glue, that's when it might be a little tricky to try to remove it. So that's why I said don't put as much glue as I was on my templates, just to make sure that the video would catch up on the glue. Just put less, and then if it doesn't stick, try a little bit more and then put it on. And then the more you do it, you kind of get a hang of how much glue you need for the fabric to stay put as you glue baste. Hope that helps. Let's see. Oh, and Suzanne draws the glue line in blue pen so I can see it better. Oh, good, interesting. Yes, whatever helps, you know. And then the more your eye-hand coordination gets used to where to put the glue, I think it'll come more and more naturally. But it's just initially in the beginning. I did start with thread basting too, but I found that glue basting so much quicker. That makes me, you know, be able to move on to actually sewing pieces together and making something instead of thread basting all day long. But you know, there's those that are hardcore thread basters and they won't touch glue basting. But I say experiment with both, see what you like, and if you like one over the other, there's no wrong way. Just stick with the way that you prefer to do it. But yeah, nowadays all I do is glue based. Yes, another vote for the purple thing. Let's see. Oh, Suzanne was asking if I was Suzanne was asking if I would draw the glue line in blue pen. Oh, so let's see. Actually, I could do you one better. Let's do red. So this, you don't want glue here, but you do want glue here, like so. Can you see? Red, you don't want glue all the way to the edge, because when your fabric is over, you need that little breathing room for the fabric when your two pieces are together so you can sew through. You'll notice if you put glue on the edge and when you're trying to sew your two pieces together, you'll feel the resistance because the glue is right on the edge, so it feels like sewing through brick. I haven't sewn through brick, but I imagine that's how it would feel like. It's very hard to get your needle through, and I know from personal experience having put too much glue and it going all the way to the edge. But when I put it slightly inside the edge, then it's really easy just to sew through your pieces. It makes such a huge difference. You wouldn't think it would, but yeah, it's just that leaving that slight little sliver on the edge glue free so that it's easier to sew your pieces together. Oh, Nancy thread-based larger pieces and glue-based smaller pieces. Oh, and that's interesting. Yes, Oh yeah, and a lot of people like to thread based flat shaped pieces and only glue based the round shaped ones because it's easier instead of having to do a gathering stitch if you do thread basting. Yeah, so you can definitely combine the two techniques too. Yay! And I think I got all the questions now. Yay! So if you have any more questions, leave them in the inside the Facebook group, or you can leave them in the comments here on Facebook or YouTube. I'll try to get back to them. If you're watching the replay, just put hashtag replay and your question. That way it's easier for me to scroll through the comments and make sure I don't miss anyone. And I hope to see you all in the EPP Society group. If you haven't joined us already, I'm gonna jump over Facebook and let everybody in that's waiting to get admitted into the group. Oh, Catherine, you're so welcome. Yeah, if there's questions, I'm always happy to help. But if there's no questions, then it's toodaloo for me. All right, so I will see you all next Tuesday. Come with any questions you have or ask them in the Facebook group or in the comments here on the videos. And I'll see you next week.